what happened with me was there's been so much fighting and yelling. Every time you put the TV on, somebody's getting arrested, somebody's getting handcuffed. And one night, Amanda Nunes was fighting that fight, and I didn't like. I wanted to do something.
Yeah,
but I loved the Alex Chechere fight.
Caceres.
Alex Caceres.
Oh,
fight
yeah.
When he was fighting a white kid. It was the first week of Black Lives Matter. I'm like, ain't no white guy winning this week. Not this week. You know what I'm saying? You're going in there. You're going to throw one.
You're talking about the last one. When he fought Chase
one.
Hooper. Yeah, the guy.
And I love Hooper.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to be a test. But
Right.
I'm like, this is too much of a test. This is a lock. There's no reason to even bet a man than Nunes.
Right.
And I remember, like, my wife goes, "Do you want to order the main card?" And I go, "For what? I already won money." Right. And I don't want to see any fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen enough fighting. It was like the week before the riots.
Right.
And we're watching punching and people getting hit. And I'm like, you know what? Even like Wednesday's fight last week, I passed on him. Kamal, I don't even know who the fuck fought. I don't know who the fuck fought.
Right.
I did watch the thing with Rogan. That was interesting.
Yeah.
The last card. But there was a couple cards there. I'm like, I don't even want to watch them. There's too much fighting going on. This week, there's too much.
It's crazy whether you're going on, social media or anything. Everyone's fucking pointing fingers and fighting with each other. It's ridiculous.
Digging up scabs.
Yeah.
Digging up scabs. I saw something today. Latinos are mad now because it's like everybody's angry. Everybody wants a piece of something. Yeah. I had to stop with the internet. I cut it down by 50%, 60%.
You got to, or you're going to lose your mind.
What happens is, I saw something last week that was so disturbing. Somebody wrote on Twitter, "I can't wait till the unemployment benefits dry out. I'll run out. So all you fucking squat SpongeBob dry up like a sponge or something." I'm like, who would write that? What type of person wants to see somebody lose $2,400 a month right now in the middle of this fucking pandemic? But that's the evil that's going on right now in people's hearts. It's coming out, and it's not their fault. Yeah. It's just that we're so vulnerable. We're so left open right now. We're getting bad information. The air is bad. The energy is bad. And for me, like I said, I go on there in the mornings, I say what I got to say, and I get the fuck off there. Because you always see something that's going to make you go, what the fuck this is entertainment. Social media is to connect with friends. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a battleground now.
And I've met some
it's insane.
I have great friends, and I don't know what their face looks like, but we have great conversations on the internet.
Sure.
And I really appreciate that. But the rest of it is stuff you don't... the other day I read the comments about us that they should updo the set. Why don't you go take a bath? Like, redo the set. It was just people trying to start problems. And you're like, this is what it's like. And I get it. I'm not even mad at them. They're out of work. They're not getting what they're used to. The girlfriend don't want to suck up their dick no more. She's scared of anxiety. The world's upside down. So where are you going to go? You can't hit somebody. The gym is closed. You can't lift weights.
Yeah.
What's the lowest hanging vine? Social media. I can go on social media and call anybody anything I want and say things
without repercussions.
Without repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook will cancel me for a week. Big deal. But I could go into somebody's DM and call them a motherfucker. I hate you. Fuck you. I mean, that's unheard of. Who raised you?
Well, that's why they call them trolls. Is they don't care if their account gets taken down. They'll just make another account.
They just make another account. But again, who's at home doing this? What kind of person sits there putting all this thought into bad when you could be putting all this thought into something good?
People have nothing going on right now. I think, you're definitely right. People are really pissed off, based on the situation. But also, I think we get caught up in living in this virtual world thinking that it's real, and you're at home, you got nothing going on, you got no job, you're pissed off about your life, and you can go on anonymously and rip different things apart, rip people apart, rip organizations apart. And it's interesting because, if I am a foreign actor or another, country, and I want to see the demise of the United States, and I wanted to rip them apart from the inside out. That's the best way you want to blow something up, is you do it from the inside out, and you get them to be as divisive as possible. And I think that we are doing this to ourselves, just based on the technology and, how angry people are. But I do think that people are, other, countries like China and Russia and other different things, I'm not getting into conspiracy theories. This is just what happens. But if I poke you guys enough and I go, oh, he's talking shit about you and he's talking shit about you, you guys are going to start to hate each other. And that's what's going on. It's just like people are poking everybody and they're getting these very sensitive subjects and they're ripping the country apart. Instead of like understanding that we are one country and we're trying to, what makes this country great is the fact that we do have many different people, in one spot, which is very unique to places like Europe that are essentially, obviously they have, a lot of different immigrants that are making that country, great and unique and special. But people are trying to make things worse in this country. I have no doubt about it. And it's scary and it's tough because we forgot that we're all trying to move in the same direction. And, this political thing, everything is being politicized. Why? Because like what you were talking about, the information. Everyone's getting different information. I can get any subject, and if you look it up on the internet, you could validate what you might think. And you get competing information, and no one knows what the fuck is going on. Like, if I asked you guys what's going on with COVID right now and how it's spread and what's going on, there's so much different information that we're getting of how you get it and what's going on, and is the numbers going up, down, left, right. It's insane. I don't know. It's just.
And the worst part for me is neither, whatever side you're on, they're just so convinced that they're right.
Right.
With no background information from anybody.
Yes.
But they're just like, I'm right. You can't change my mind a bit.
I saw a YouTube video, or because I think this way, it has to be this way. I mean, no one's using their mind, no one's using their brains anymore. It's just like, I don't know. They'd rather just join up on a team, join up on a side, and fight the other guy and talk shit. I don't know.
Me, I'm not mad at them.
Right.
I really can let you know through my heart that I'm not mad at people's actions. I understand the frustration, the uncertainty.
Sure.
About the future, what's going to happen, when are we going back to work, when we're not going back to work, how am I going to feed my kids? That's a lot of fucking questions for somebody.
Absolutely.
I look at it from the other angle, too. I look at these people and go, what's making them do that? I say a prayer for them, you light a candle for them, whatever you can. Mm-hmm. I want to know what's making them say that. What's making me fucking, everything I do, I question now.
Sure.
This has made people think, and thinking is scared. They tell you, don't think. If you're a man, don't think, because it's going to scare the bejesus out of you. Right now, we've given people time to think. People haven't thought this much since the summer before college. Mm-hmm. This is the first time. Remember, you get thrown into college, you're into the world.
Right.
You're into the world. Studies, you got a piece of ass. Next thing you know, you're getting married, you pick a major. She's a fucking this, she's graduating. You're going to Europe with her family. You get a job on Wall Street. She gets a job. Blah, blah, blah. You get a dog named Boo, right? And all of a sudden one day you're like, what the fuck? How did I get here? You're back to that Talking Head song. And that's the first time you really think. You're like, what the fuck just happened? I just wanted to go to school to be a penguin and smoke dope. And now I'm married. I got a kid. I got a nut every month. I got to make a certain amount of money. What the fuck is this? What have I done? Now my wife wants to go to Israel to touch the wall. That's another 8 G's. She doesn't even speak fucking Israeli. That's what happens to people. Mm-hmm. And this is what's happened right now. It gave people a time to think. Do I really want to do jiu-jitsu anymore?
Right.
Well, I was doing it because I was dating that girl and I was impressed. She dumped me. Do I really need to dump the 180 anymore?
Right.
Do I want to act anymore? I'm sure there's a lot of fighters that are reconsidering their careers. Fuck the fucking knockouts, what they could do to you.
Right.
They're thinking about COVID. What if I bring it back to my family? Mm-hmm. What if I bring it back to my teammates, to my corner? People are thinking right now, and that's the scariest part of this. I've got into foxholes, and
right.
I know
sure.
that it's there. I know that it's scary, and I've gotten caught up into mental foxholes throughout this thing. I can't imagine somebody who doesn't see it coming.